So we'll get started in child's pose. Take your knees wide. Sit back on your heels. And then walk your fingertips forward and place your forehead on the mat or on a block or blanket if you want. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth inside out. One more time, deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth inside out. Now feel your lips breathing in and out through your nose. Cultivate that Ujjayi breath. Deep inhales through the nose. Long, audible exhales also through the nose. Trying to connect with the sound of your breath here. Noticing your belly. Noticing the softness of your back. Noticing just how your body feels now. Then slowly roll up, come up to a tabletop. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's start with a few cat-cows, spreading your fingers wide. Drop your belly as you arch your back to look up, cow pose. And then press your back to the ceiling, sucking in your belly button, cat pose. Rounding your back, you're doming, rounding your back. 3 more rounds like this with your own breath. Arching as you open your heart. And inhale. Rounding as you press your back, suck in your belly button, in your exhale. And then finish your 3rd round, come to a neutral tabletop. And let's take our right leg back, drop the right foot on the mat and shift from front to back, stretching out your calf muscle. We're going to take it to some bird dog crunches, which means you're going to bend your elbows and drop your chin to the floor. And then on the exhale, round your back and bring your knee to your nose. So on your next inhale, lift your right leg up. As you drop your elbow, bend your elbows and drop your chin to the mat. On the exhale, round your back, bring your knee to your nose, straightening your elbows. Inhale, kick your leg back, bend your elbows, chin drops to the mat. Exhale, round your back, knee to nose, straightening your elbows. Inhale, bend your elbows, chin drops down, lifting your leg up high. Exhale, as you straighten your elbows, nose to knee, round your back. And then go ahead and take that right leg back behind your left knee and sit back into like a cross-legged child's pose. Stay here, or if you want, come up tall into Gomukhasana. Your left knee is stacked on top of your right knee. Inhale, as you reach your fingertips up to the sky, you can stay here seated, or on the exhale, fold over your knees. Taking into a Gomukhasana pose, quite an intense hip stretch here. Breathe into it. And slowly come back up. And take that right leg back one more time. Now drop your left elbow down. We're going to make some big hip circles. So bend your right knee, bring it in towards your right elbow, and then take it as a big circle, take it back, extend it back, and then make 3 hip circles in this direction. Out, in, kick it back, out, bring it in, kick it back, and let's change the direction of the rotation, hip rotation. Rotating the hip out as you extend your leg back, bending, rotating, extend the leg back. 2 more like this. Last one here. And then go ahead and release. Coming back to a tabletop here. Let's reset with a few cat cows, just a couple of cat cows. Inhale as you drop your belly and arch your spine to gaze up. Exhale as you round your back, press the mat away, gaze at your belly button. Two more like this. Sorry, one more like this. And then go ahead and kick your left foot back, drop the left ball of the left foot on the mat, and take your calf stretch by rocking from the front to the back of the mat. Lift that left foot off the mat. Let's take the bird dog crunches. So as you inhale, bend your elbows, drop your chin down as you lift your leg like a lever behind you. Exhale as you straighten your elbows, bring your knee to your nose, round your back. Inhale, kick it back, chin to the floor. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back, chin to floor. Exhale, round it in, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back, chin to floor. Exhale, round that knee to your nose. Then take that left knee behind your right knee and sit all the way back like a cross-legged child's pose. Stay here if this feels good, or if you did on the other side, come into Gomukhasana. This time you're stacking your right knee on top of your left knee. If you want to take the fold, inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, fold over those knees, breathe. And then roll forward, coming back into your tabletop. This time, drop your right forearm to the mat, kick your left leg back. Let's make those big hip circles. Bend that knee, bring it in towards your left elbow, send it all the way back, lift it up. 3 more hip circles in this direction. Just loosening the hip. There's no formula to this. And then change the direction of the rotation. And then send that leg back, come back into your tabletop. Take your hands, one palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog pose. Go ahead and walk your dog out. Press the mat away, bend your knees, straighten your knees. Anything you need to do to activate the backs of your legs now. Then come to a still down dog, maybe still keeping a bend in your knees. Press the mat away. Get that full body stretch. On your next inhale, roll forward to a plank pose. Make sure you move your toes a little bit back maybe, so that they are right underneath your heels. Keep pressing the mat away, breathe. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, drop your knees, chin, chest, come all the way down to the mat. Keep your toes tucked in. Inhale, press back up to a plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. So try to press up as a single plank. This is not an upward facing dog. There's no back bend in this sequence. So we're going to do that 2 more times. So you can do that with your knees on the floor or not, but pressing straight up into a plank pose rather than through an upward facing dog or a cobra. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, drop your knees, come down onto the floor. Inhale, press back up to a plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, stack, open that hip. Trying to reach that right knee towards the ceiling. Trying to kick your left bum with your right heel. Take one more inhale here. And then on the exhale, step your right foot outside your right hand. Runner's lunge. Inhale, take that right hand up into an open twist. Hold it here and breathe. And then drop that right hand down, come back to a three-legged dog, right leg comes back. Deep inhale here in three-legged dog. Exhale, step that leg through Anjaneyasana, drop your back knee, come up tall. Take a deep inhale as fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, open your arms, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. On the exhale, drop your fingertips down, step that back foot a little bit closer, straight, both legs are straight, pyramid pose. Setting up for pyramid. Inhale as you reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold over that leg, breathe into the right hamstring. In the first round, we are holding each pose for a few breaths. In the next round, we'll move through it a little bit quicker. On your next inhale, left foot steps forward, chair pose, lift your heart up, sit your bum down. Inhale, stand up tall. Left hand grabs a hold of your right hand. Lean over to the left and take that half circle, fold all the way down into the floor. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, take it back, high to low plank. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. There is no back bend in this vinyasa. You're just going down and pressing back up, kind of like doing a push-up. On your next inhale, lift your left foot, left leg up, three-legged dog, bend your knee and stack open your hip. Reaching that left knee to the ceiling now. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, step that left foot outside your left hand. Inhale, left hand reaches up to an open twist. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, left hand back down, come back to a three-legged dog, take your left leg back. Inhale and three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, back knee down, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Inhale as you reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend, press your heart forward, press your hips forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend, feel that hip flexor stretch. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. On the exhale, drop your fingertips down. Step that back foot a little closer, setting up for pyramid pose. Inhale, reach the heart forward, L shape here. Exhale, fold over the leg. Breathing into the left hamstring now. Pyramid pose, all 10 toes face forward, both legs are straight. On your next inhale, step that right foot forward, chair pose, sit your bum down, lift your heart high. And slowly come up tall. Right hand grabs a hold of the left hand, lean over to the right, take that half circle, bend your knees all the way down to the floor. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, take it back, high to low plank. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to go through the same sequence, this time a little bit quicker. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, stack, open that hip. Exhale, right foot outside your right hand. Inhale, open twist, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down, take it back, three-legged dog. Inhale, step that right foot through Anjaneyasana, drop your back knee, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fingertips down, pyramid pose. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, step it forward to a chair pose. Exhale, stand up tall. Left hand grabs a hold of the right hand. Half circle down all the way to the floor. Inhale, half lift, reach your heart forward. Exhale, take it back, high to low plank, step or jump. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Let's move to the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Three-legged dog, bend your knees, stack open that hip. Exhale, step that left foot outside your left hand. Inhale, left arm up, open twist. Exhale, left hand down, back to three-legged dog. Inhale, left foot through, drop your back knee, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fingertips down, setting up for pyramid pose. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, step to the front, chair pose. Exhale, stand up tall. Right hand grabs a hold of the left, half circle, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Hold it here and breathe. On your next inhale, roll forward to a plank pose. I'm going to do some shoulder strengthening here. So you're going to tap your opposite shoulder with your opposite hand. So let's start with right hand tapping the left shoulder. So right hand taps left shoulder, left hand taps right shoulder, right elbow down, left elbow down. Come back up to your palm, right palm up, left palm up, and let's just change sides. Left hand touches right shoulder, right hand touches left shoulder, left elbow down, right elbow down, left palm down, right palm down. Let's do 3 more like this. Touch, touch, down, down, up, up, touch, touch, down, down, up, up. Child's pose. Drop your knees down, reach your arms forward. If your heart is beating fast, connecting with your breath and trying to slow your heart rate down. Lift your forehead up, slide your right arm underneath your left armpit. So thread the needle twist. Resting on your right ear and right shoulder, reaching that left arm forward. Breathe into the twist. You should feel the stretch in your shoulder or upper back. Slowly come up, change sides. Left arm underneath your right. Your palm is facing up. Reaching your right fingers forward. Slowly come up and take it back to a downward facing dog pose. Taking a few breaths here in downward facing dog. How is that heart rate now? On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that leg through, plant it between your hands, rise up into a crescent lunge. Inhale as you reach your fingertip up. On the exhale, take that Anjaneyasana with cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. On the exhale, you're going to sweep your arms behind you and lean forward so that most of your weight is in your front foot. This is a power lunge. You're almost on the tippy toes of the back foot. It's almost about to fly off. Stay here, or maybe you do allow that back foot to fly up, coming into warrior 3. Your choice. You can always choose the power lunge over the warrior 3. One more deep inhale here. And then on the exhale, hands come to heart center. Cross the left knee behind your right knee, coming into a curtsy lunge. You can drop the foot down to the floor. Or if you want, the next time around, you can come to a balancing curtsy. You're going to move from Warrior 3 to balancing curtsy, or power lunge to curtsy lunge 3 times. Take your pick, it doesn't matter, whichever one you choose. Inhale, power lunge or warrior 3. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, power lunge or warrior 3. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, power lunge or warrior 3. Exhale, curtsy. This time, drop your fingertips down, lift that back leg up. You're going to leave your left fingers on the mat, reach your right fingers up for a revolved half moon pose. Keep lifting that leg up. Listen, we're going to come into like a twisted crescent here. So on your next inhale, drop the back foot down. Your left hand, right hand reaches the back of your left thigh as your left arm reaches up, coming into like a twisted curtsy. Right hand behind left thigh, left arm reaching up. Next time we'll come through this just for one breath. So get used to this kind of twisted, weird pose. Take a deep inhale here, and then exhale, warrior 2. Open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten both legs. Open your arms wide for Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale as you open your heart. Exhale, fold it down. Now we're going to come into Skandasana by bending our right knee. So look up, bend your right knee, and come into the ball of the left foot. Hands can stay on the mat, or maybe you bring your hands to your heart, or maybe take it into a real Skandasana. Breathe here. One more inhale here. Now we're going to face the back of the mat. So slowly walk your fingertips to the back. Inhale, take that left leg back into a 3-legged dog. On the exhale, come into straight into a downward facing dog. I take a single-legged vinyasa by tucking the left ankle behind your right ankle. Lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to an up dog. Exhale to a downward facing dog pose. Take a deep inhale here. Single-legged chaturanga, or you can come to a regular chaturanga next time around. Doesn't have to be a single-legged chaturanga. Or maybe skip your vinyasa, come straight to a downward facing dog. Let's do the same thing over on the other side. Inhale, left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps through, crescent lunge, reach up. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, drop your knee down, cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you for that power lunge. 80% of your weight is in your front foot. The back foot is just hovering, right? So it's almost ready to take off. And maybe it does take off. Warrior 3. Back foot is strong, which means you're pointing the foot or flexing that foot. It's not just hanging out there. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, right knee behind your left knee for curtsy lunge, hands to heart center. Again, you can choose the power lunge option over warrior 3, curtsy lunge over balancing curtsy. Take your pick, no matter what I call out. I'm going to do this 3 times and then come into a revolved half moon. Inhale, warrior 3 or power lunge. Exhale, balancing curtsy or curtsy. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, curtsy. This time drop all 10 fingers down. Right finger stays on the mat. Left fingers reach up. Lift that back leg up as high as you can. Revolved half moon. Drop that back foot down. Left hand to the back of your right thigh. Right arm reaches up. Twist it crescent lunge. Take one more inhale here and open up to a warrior two. Warrior two, your back leg is strong and straight. Don't forget. Fundamental poses, just come into it like it's second nature. Inhale as you reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten both legs, all 10 toes point forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over, Prasarita. This time, bend your left knee. Lift the right toes up, Skandasana. Fingertips on the ground is okay. Or maybe, like the warrior god Skanda, you open your bow and arrow out. Slowly face the front. Sweep that right leg back, three-legged dog. And then your single-legged vinyasa, tucking your right ankle behind your left. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to an up dog. Exhale to a downward facing dog pose. Drop your knees down, take child's pose, just a breath or two. I'm going to move through this just one more time. Slowly come back up. Let's go through that sequence one more time. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right leg steps through, rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, warrior three. Stay in your power lunge if you want. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curtsy lunge or balancing curtsy. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curtsy. Drop your fingertips down. Revolved half moon. Lift that back leg up. Drop the back foot down. Twisted crescent. Right hand behind your left thigh. Left arm reaches up. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back up. Star pose. Take a deep inhale as you open your heart. Exhale, fold it down. Prasarita Padottanasana. Bend your right knee, Skandasana. Slowly walk your fingertips over to the left, over to the back of the mat. Lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Single-legged Chaturanga if you want. Inhale to an up dog. Exhale to a downward facing dog pose. Listen, just one more side to go. Inhale, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, crescent lunge, reach up. Take a deep inhale as you reach your fingertips up. Exhale, Anjaneyasana, baby back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, sweep your arms back, power lunge or warrior three. Inhale here. Exhale, curtsy lunge. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, curtsy down. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, curtsy, drop all 10 fingers down and take your twisted, revolved half moon. Drop the back foot down, twisted crescent. Left hand behind your right thigh. Reach your right fingers up. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten both legs, all 10 toes point to the long edge. Inhale, open your heart up. Exhale, fold it over, Prasarita Padottanasana. Bend your left knee, sit down, Skandasana, lateral lunge. Walk your fingertips over to the front. Lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Single-legged Chaturanga if you want. Inhale to an up dog. Exhale to a downward facing dog pose. Drop your knees, child's pose. Good job, guys. I'm going to come into that core strengthening part of our class. Remember, when you come into twisting your elbow to your knee to your elbow, take that deep breath here. Notice your heartbeat while I talk. When you come to that twisted knee to elbow, you're in a plank pose. You're not in down dog. So you need to roll forward to plank pose as you bring your knee to your opposite elbow. And then you need to use your core as you lower that elbow down to your wrist and back up, like you're pumping your elbow, your knee down and up and down to your wrist and elbow. So using your core, so feel it in your core. On your next inhale, come back up into a downward facing dog. Exhale. We come to the core strengthening part of our class now. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, roll forward to a plank pose as you bring your right knee to your left elbow. Slide it down to your left wrist. Bring it back up, press it back up, press the arms away, and then send it back, downward facing dog. So you need to feel it in your core because you're rounding the back, you're pressing the knee up. This is one way which will help you step through. By doing this, it will help you step through straight away to a crescent lunge when you lift from your three-legged dog. Let's do the opposite side. Inhale, left knee to right elbow, roll forward to plank, slide it down to your rest, press it back up to your elbow, and then send it back, downward facing dog, opposite side. Right knee, left elbow, down to wrist, back up, and send it back. Left knee, right elbow, right wrist, up, and back. Two more times like this. Right knee, left elbow, left wrist, elbow, back. Left knee, right elbow, right wrist, elbow, and back. Drop your knees. Child's pose. Slowly come back up. Do some camel space, and then we'll do that Virasana. So keep your legs separated. Your left hand behind you. Reach your right hand up and over as you press your hips forward. Same sides, right hand down. Keep your left hand up and over as you press your hips forward. Same sides, dancing camel. Same sides. Same sides. Same sides. And then slowly come back down. Now bring your knees together, separate your feet as wide as your mat. Feel like your legs are making like a V shape. Lean forward slightly. Roll your the flesh away from you, the calf muscles away from you. And then sit down. Maybe sitting on a block. If you're sitting on a block, then you're going to sit up tall. You're not going to lean back. If you're on a block, I don't want you to lean back. If you're not on a block, you can experiment leaning back. Maybe coming back slowly down to your elbows. Maybe come all the way down. If you are comfortable coming all the way down, take your arms overhead, grabbing opposite elbows. Supta Virasana. Keep pressing your knees together. Your bum is in between your heels. Your knees are pressing together. There's a natural arch in your low back, but there's a deep stretch through the front of your leg, the thighs and your knees. And then slowly coming back the same way you came in and swinging your legs forward, for the boat pose, strengthening exercise. So it's kind of like a twisted boat pose. So plant your feet down, grab the backs of your thighs, and then take your toes up, digging your heels into the mat. Interlace your fingers, bring them close by to your chest. You can keep your feet on the mat, or as I bring my right elbow to the floor behind me, and then right elbow to the left knee, my left leg can extend out. Or maybe you can experiment with extending both legs out. So right elbow touches the floor behind me. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Elbow to floor, elbow to left knee, lifting both legs up if you want. Elbow to floor, elbow to knee. Elbow to floor, elbow to knee. 4, 3, elbow to opposite knee. 2, twisting your body. 1, and come down to butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet touch, knees fall wide. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold it over. So you're working your oblique muscles in that twisted boat. Take it to the level that you need to, maybe even bringing your hands behind your head if you don't like the feeling of just like coming up and down, bobbing up and down. Slowly come back up. Let's get to the other side. Again, digging our heels into the mat, interlacing our fingers, bringing our fingers close to our chest. This time, left elbow drops behind us, and then left elbow comes to the right knee, twisting across. Okay? Elbow down, twist it across. Elbow down, twist it across, maybe lifting your feet up. Elbow down, twist it across. Elbow down, twist it across. 4, 3, 2, last one. And slowly come up. Soles of the feet touch, knees fall wide. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold it over. And bring your knees together. Roll all the way down onto your backs. And take a happy baby pose. Grabbing the pinky sides of your feet. Your elbows are inside your knees. You're passing the knees away from each other so that they're outside your armpits. And then pressing the knees down towards the floor outside your armpits. Maybe rocking from side to side if you want. Third and last sequence of the flow. Grab the backs of your thighs and rock up and down a few times. And see if you can come straight up into a chair pose at the top of your mat. Come up tall, hands to heart center, right ankle over left knee, sit down into a standing pigeon pose. You can lean forward, bring your elbow to your ankle and your knee. You can plant your fingertips down. Anything that feels good, maybe plant your hands down, take a flying pigeon. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. And then slowly come back up, sliding your right leg over your left leg. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. You're off to one side of the mat. and that's okay. You're going to leave your right foot planted and lift your left leg up, coming into a standing split. Bring your forehead to your right shin. Lifting that left leg up as high as you can. And then bring that left knee behind your right knee. Drop that left shin down to the mat, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Sit down onto the mat, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Your right knee is facing up. Left elbow hooks on the right knee, twisting over to the right, Ardha Matsyendrasana. From here, we're going to go into a pigeon pose. So drop your right shin down, send your left leg back. Inhale, come up to a proud pigeon. Open your heart up. Exhale, go ahead and fold it over. Inhale, come up to a proud pigeon one more time. What he calls a mermaid pose. And then on the exhale, bring that left knee in, coming into a 90-90. We're going to do that half camel-like sweeps again. So right hand behind you, left hand sweeps up and over. Breathe here. Slowly release. Both hands down, take it back into a downward facing dog pose. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. Stay here or drop the ball of the foot down, flip it over, wild thing, Chamatkarasana. Slowly come up, plant both hands down. Inhale, take it back to a three-legged dog. On the exhale, step both feet back to the front of the mat. Inhale, chapels. Stand up tall. Hands come to heart center. Other side. Left ankle to right knee. Send your hips back and down. Elbow to ankle, elbow to knees. Maybe fingertips down, taking flying pigeon if you want. Slowly come back up, slide your left leg over your right leg. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, fold it down. You're off to the right side of the mat now. Your left foot stays down, right foot lifts up. Standing splits, lift that right leg up as high as you can. Bring your forehead to your left shin. Bring that left knee behind your right knee. Right knee behind your left knee, Drop that right shin down. Coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, sit your bum down, twisting over to the left. Left shin down, pigeon pose. Sending that right leg back. Inhale to a proud pigeon. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, proud pigeon one more time, what he calls a mermaid pose. On the exhale, bring your right knee into 90-90. Left hand behind you, right arm sweeps up and over, like that dancing camel that we did. And then plant your hands down, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog, bend your knees, stack open that hip, stay here. Or if you flipped your dog on the other side, drop the ball of the left foot over to the right. Spin your heart up to the sky while saying Chamatkarasana. Slowly come up, back to your downward facing dog pose. Drop your knees down. Send your legs forward. Wiggle your hips out. Root yourself down on your sit bones. If you want, you can use your strap. You're just going to come into a Paschimottanasana. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. You can keep a bend in your knees. A little or a lot. And breathe into your hamstrings. Inhale, slowly come up. Plant your feet down, grab the backs of your thighs and roll all the way down. We're going to do 3 rounds of bridge pose. If you want, you can take wheel pose on the 3rd round, since we have kind of done a lot of hip flexors, Supta Virasana. See how that works out. Raising the backs of your heels with your longest finger. Inhale. Press your hips up. Hold it here for 3 breaths. Shooting that tail forward. All the weight is in your shoulders. Visualize that straight line, knees to hips to shoulders. Half the pose is about visualization. So if you think your leg is lifted up high, eventually it'll get there. Like for example, in 3-legged dog. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone comes down last. Take your feet as wide as the mat, drop your knees from side to side. Round 2, bridge pose, planting your feet down, raising the backs of your heels. Inhale, press your hips up, hold it here and breathe. If you want, you can roll one shoulder under, then the other shoulder under, interlace your fingers underneath your bum, press your knuckles down to lift your hips up higher. Take one more inhale here. And then release your shoulders if you have them tucked under, and then lower down one vertebrae at a time. Take your feet as wide as the mat, rock it from side to side. Come back to the bridge pose, feet underneath your knees, which means feet are hip distance apart. Raising the backs of your heels with your longest finger. Come back into a bridge, the same setup. Or if you want, taking your arms underneath your shoulders, your fingertips are pointing towards your body, towards your bum. Press your hands down, and then lift everything up, coming into wheel pose. Breathe here. Or stay in bridge and breathe. Take one more inhale here. If you're in wheel, tuck your chin in, lower softly to the back of your head, and roll all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest and rock and roll from side to side, massaging your back. Happy baby pose, grabbing the outsides of your feet, separating your knees wide, and getting that good stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. Maybe as you rock from side to side, see if you can extend one leg out and then the other. And then slowly come back to center and drop your feet down. So we do the same type of supine twist we did at the end of class yesterday. So bring your right ankle on top of your left knee, since we have some time today. For some reason, last time we ran out of time. Right ankle on top of your left knee. Press your right knee away from you. Keep that right foot active. Stay here or thread the needle and bring that left knee in. Grabbing behind the thigh or over your shin. We did a standing pigeon pose. We did a supine pigeon, like a humble pigeon pose. And this is the supine pigeon pose. So we did all three versions of pigeon in class today. The standing pigeon is the one that we did in the last sequence where we bring our ankle over our opposite thigh. Drop your left foot down. Stay here and rock your hips from side to side, dropping one knee down, then the other. And then go ahead and drop that everything over to the left. Your right foot comes down over to the left. Your right knee is still facing up. You're going to use your left hand to press your right knee away from you and then turn your gaze over to the right, maybe taking cactus on. Supine twist variation. Slowly come back to the center. Drop both feet down. Let's take it over to the other side. Left ankle on top of your right knee. Press that left knee away from you. Keep that left foot active, which means you're flexing that foot. Stay here, or maybe thread the needle, bring the right knee in, grabbing over your shin or underneath your thigh. Supine figure 4, supine pigeon pose. Drop that right foot down and then rock your hips from side to side. And then allow everything to fall over to the right, which means your left foot plants on the floor to the right. Use your right hand to press the left knee away and gaze to your left. Supine twist. Slowly come back up. Drop both feet down to the mat. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give them a tight squeeze. And rock from side to side, massaging your low back. Come back to center. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, bring your forehead to your knees, becoming a tight, tight ball. Inhale, release one more time, releasing your head and shoulders down, releasing your tail down. Exhale, crunch it in, nose to knee, becoming a tight ball, curling your tail up. Inhale, head and shoulders down, tail comes down. Exhale, crunch it in. This time, hold it here. Take a deep inhale. Hold that breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release everything down. Take your feet wide. Allow your ankles to drop open. Releasing into Shavasana. Letting go of your Ujjayi breath. Closing your eyes down. Take your arms overhead or maybe by your side, palms face up. Soften your face, especially the space between your eyebrows. Soft belly, soft breath. Tuning inwards here, noticing how you feel. Slowly start deepening your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth inside out. Start bringing sensation back to your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe moving your head from side to side, maybe rolling your ankles out, your wrists out. And when you feel ready, take that good morning stretch. Reach those arms overhead. Point those toes, bringing your ankles together. Breathe into the front of the body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, roll over to your favorite side in a fetal position. Using your top arm to slowly press up to a tall seat. Unmute yourself.